I remember during my teenage years, I was someone who was very codependent on others, and in decision making, I used to always seek someone else's approval so that even if I made a mistake in any kind of decision making, I can blame it on someone else and I don't have to take myself into accountable and I don't have to take responsibility for all the decisions that I made, which is why I would ask my mother or my brother or my sister or my father or anyone in general to make decisions for me so that I don't have to take responsibility. But of course, that is a really bad mindset to have, because then you start becoming codependent on others and you start losing trust on your own self. And now that I am 22 years old and now I have developed myself in a mindset that I'm enough and I love myself the way I am, I've actually figured out how to actually beat decision fatigue and how to really fully trust yourself again with decision making. So if you're interested to find out the 3 steps process on how to really become really good at decision making and someone who actually trusts herself or himself, then please keep watching this video till the end. The first step is to make sure that you are actually taking all small and big decisions by yourself for the next however days I'm going to be sharing with you all later on in step number 3. So you want to make sure that you're taking any kind of decision in your life all by yourself. That could be, for example, let's say if you're deciding whether to go out on a Monday or a Tuesday, you decide it for yourself. If you're deciding between 2 sets of clothes that you want to wear to work or to school, then you decide that for yourself. If you want to order some kind of food but you know that there's food at home as well and you're not really sure what to do, you want to make sure that you're making a decision quick in those moments and you're not allowing yourself to ask someone else to make a decision for you. For example, let's say if I'm really confused as to whether I should be ordering something from Uber or something like that, and I know that my mom has made some kind of food at home, and if I really feel like to eat something from outside, I would actually make sure that I'm actually ordering something and then I would tell her that I've ordered this, and in that way I've actually listened to myself. At the same time, I've done my decision, and also then I'm going to be having the food. But obviously that might disappoint my mom in a way, and I'm sure that whenever you make any kind of decision, someone will be disappointed at it anyway. So you want to make sure that you're listening to your heart and actually doing things that you actually love doing. And on a side note, you want to make sure that you're taking any kind of decision by yourself, whether that might be small or big. It could be, again, for example, let's say, do I take a shower today or tomorrow? You can decide that for yourself. You don't have to ask your parents or your siblings or anyone in general for that matter. And in that way, whenever you start doing the small little changes in yourself, in your decision making, you will see that you're going to be trusting yourself more and more naturally, because you believe in yourself that even if you make a mistake in this decision, it's all your responsibility and no one will be blaming you for it or telling you that why did you make this decision or something like that. So I believe that take small big decisions as much as you can on a daily basis. Once you completely have mastered the step number 1, step number 2 is something that you also want to do on a daily basis to make sure that you're gaining full trust back on yourself and believing in yourself, and also believing that you're enough on your own and you don't need anyone else's approval or decision making to make your life better. And that is to make sure that you're waking up every single morning thinking about 3 things that you're actually grateful for and why. This is a very important step, I believe, that because whenever you start thinking about all the things that you already have, then you start believing naturally that you're already enough and you don't need your mom's approval or your dad's approval or your parents' approval, or I just said that, but your siblings' approval or anything like that to make your life better, because you know you're good enough, you are true enough, you're worthy enough to make your own decisions, and because you believe in yourself and you know that whatever decision you want to make in your life is unfolding as it should be, and at the same time you believe that that's the best decision for you at that time. In that way, also whenever you're going back to sleep and you review those 3 things you have already written in the morning, that also makes it reflect in your head that before you go to sleep that, you know what, actually I've got my life figured out and I'm a person who's very worthy and grateful. I have all these things and I should not be feeling that I'm not enough and I need someone else's approval or decision making or values into my life to make myself look better or feel better. In that way, you will see that once your mindset actually changes like this, you will be taking more responsibility and more accountability into your own life. The third step is probably the most important one out of these 3 steps that I'm going to be sharing with you all, and that is consistency. If you're going to be actually taking small big decisions only for one day or for once a week, or you're going to be actually being grateful only for once a week or something like that, that's actually not going to help you in your decision making and believing that trust and building the trust within yourself. So you want to make sure that you're doing this on every single daily basis. I would say at least 30 days, but it can take also longer depending on how many times or how many years you have depended on others and you have become become codependent on others, and how much low self-esteem or self-issues you actually have within yourself. But I would highly recommend, at least for 30 days, try this out and believe in yourself that this will actually work out. These 3 steps will definitely make your life better, and you have the positive mindset that everything is working out for you as it should be, and you are definitely going to be living your life in a way that you're going to be not codependent on others. You're going to be independent on yourself, and you can make your own decisions, and your life will be so much better after that. And also start practicing in a way that you already have gained that life where you're actually independent and you don't need other people's approval and stuff like that. In that way, it also manifests a really good life as well, easier, and it makes you also believe in yourself much quicker and easily as well. This brings me to the end of today's video, and I hope you really enjoyed these 3 steps on how to really beat your decision fatigue and how to really fully trust yourself again without being codependent on others, because I believe that this is an issue that everyone has at some point in their life, and they start believing that that's the way to life, which is to depend on others and seek everyone's approval and stuff. But I don't believe in that kind of a life, because that's very prison type of a lifestyle, I would say. So you want to make sure that you're becoming really good at decision making as much as possible and as quickly as possible, so that you can achieve the best successful life that you want to see for yourself. And if you really found this video really helpful, then of course please like, share and subscribe also to this YouTube channel, because I post this kind of content on a weekly basis where I help you out in becoming the best version of yourself as much as possible. But other than that, I will see you in my next week's video.